There's a lot of pressure on Congress to pass tax reform before the end of the year. 11 News reporter Sabrina Riley talked with Utah Senator Mike Lee to find out the latest in Washington.
For families like the Lamonts.
I'm Brooke Lamont, and I have 5 kids. And my husband, Matt Lamont, is a medical resident at the University of Utah.
A little can go a long way.
It's hard because we have medical school debt, which is really overwhelming. And so this money is just good for helping us with basic things.
And when it comes to raising 5 children,
clothes for them for school, shoes for school.
Every penny counts. Something Senator Mike Lee understands, and why this congressional season he's fighting for families.
The family is the fundamental unit of society.
Leaders in Washington are hard at work to pass tax reform as the end of the year approaches.
The Senate Finance Committee this week is reviewing the Senate bill and doing what's called a markup, which is where individual members of the committee are able to submit proposed changes to the plan.
Senator Lee, alongside Florida Senator Marco Rubio, are proposing a plan to fix a so-called glitch in the tax system.
There's a lesser-known, more subtle feature in the tax code that we refer to as the parent tax penalty. America's parents end up contributing to the senior entitlement programs twice.
First, as they pay taxes, and again as they raise their children. Senator Lee wants to raise the child tax credit from $1,000 to $2,000. Compared to the $300,000 the Department of Agriculture says it takes to raise a child, it's really not that much.
This per child tax credit that I'm talking about is a drop in the bucket compared to what people spend in raising their children.
Recognizing Utah has one of the highest dependents claim per tax return, some may argue Lee is only fighting for his people.
Whether they live in Utah or Montana, Maryland, Massachusetts, any other state, they shouldn't be punished by the federal government for having children.
He believes the family's overlooked in Washington.
America's moms and dads don't have an army of lobbyists, much like America's corporations do.
While change is not always easy, Lee is hopeful that compromise is on the horizon.
We've got to make sure that we're doing something, and something significant, for hardworking middle-class families throughout America.
And his reform will bring relief for American families like the Lamonts. In Highland, Sabrina Riley, 11 News.